On Friday the 13th, what better movie to review than a Friday the 13th movie? Although this is no ordinary Friday the 13th movie, it's the one to remind us that Friday the 13th movies aren't always great, and in this case, some of them aren't even good. I'm John Hayeck, and welcome to my movie thoughts. Friday the 13th, the remake from 2009. This one stars Jared Padalecki and Danielle Panabaker, amongst a few other people. It's about a bunch of kids who go back to Camp Crystal Lake and they start getting slashed up and everything. It's weird because the structure of this movie completely threw me off at first. The first 20 minutes of the movie are about this one group of kids that are like out in the forest and they're trying to like find some drugs and everything that they can, you know, sell or do whatever with. And then they all get killed in the first 20 minutes of the movie and you're like, that's weird, like what's going on in this thing? And then a whole new group of kids are introduced, including Jared Padalecki, and he's looking for his sister who was in the original group of kids that got slashed up in the first 20 minutes of the movie. Then you're like, alright, this is kind of weird. Like, you know how some movies do like the introductory, like kill, like Scream had that one girl at the beginning of the movie, first 5 to 10 minutes, Drew Barrymore's character just gets killed. Then you're like, oh no way, that like kind of sets the stage for the rest of the movie. That was this, only in an hour and a half movie, you have 20 minutes being dedicated to just this random group of kids who like, you don't really follow for most of the rest of the movie. Anyway, structure aside, this movie is not good in a bunch of other regards too. First of all, Jared Padalecki, I thought he was really good in the movie. Again, he's looking for sister. He kind of has more of like an emotional, like, you know, kind of end game for this whole thing. But other than that, all the other characters are either complete jerks, D-bags, or idiots. I felt like the group of kids that went up to the lake the second time, it was this one guy who was trying to be like, oh, we all gotta go up to my parents' like beach house or whatever. And then his group of friends, including Danielle Panabaker's character, they're all there and they're just like completely doing nothing. They're, you know, smoking, they're drinking, they're doing like whatever else. And then I'm just like, why? I mean, they start getting killed and I'm like, why do I care about you guys? You're all just, one of you is a complete moron for this reason, one of you is a complete moron for this reason, you're a complete jerk, I hate you. I'm like, these characters, like, they all deserve to die. In a movie that's about scaring you, I feel like the characters are supposed to have like a little bit of emotional depth to them too, like they're supposed to be people that you can kind of relate to. That's why I love Scream so much, is because these characters start getting killed and you're like, oh no, like that character I really liked in the beginning of the movie, you're like, man, that character's the best, I hope he doesn't die. This type of movie, you're like, yeah, I can't wait for all these people to die, this is gonna be great. And of course the movie's just about killing these characters, but even if the characters aren't likable, you should at least enjoy them being killed. Well, I kind of didn't, because it was just kind of like unoriginal kills. Like, Jason would just walk up to them, like, slice them up, and then, like, walk away, and they'd be like, a huge noise, and you're like, oh, that's supposed to be scary, it's just like a big noise, and one, like, kind of machete through the heart type of thing. Like, the kills weren't that creative, is what I'm trying to say, and there wasn't that much suspense building up to them. It was just kind of like, it was a thing that happened, and then you're like, alright, guess the next person's gonna get killed in a couple minutes. It felt like it was a very by-the-number slash movie with just not that great of characters. The actors weren't that great in their roles either. I felt like Jared Padalecki and Danielle Panabaker, again, were fine because they had a little bit more like emotional depth in the movie, and I mean they were fine for that. But again, it's a bunch of actors who were like attractive enough to be on CW shows but had acting that wasn't quite up to par of CW shows. It's funny because Jared Padalecki and Danielle Panabaker are both on CW shows, only they came into their shows like years later once they had been better at acting. So I mean Jared Padalecki was kind of like establishing his role, whatever, but Danielle Panabaker I think got better as time went on, and the rest of these actors, like, no, they're just throwaways. I think the script this movie is absolutely horrendous as well, although the acting didn't help, and the movie overall just completely falls flat. It's not a Friday the 13th movie I would recommend. I've not seen too many Friday the 13th movies, but the other two I have seen I liked a lot better than this one. Be sure to let me know what you guys thought of this remake in the comment section down below and what your favorite Friday the 13th movie is. You guys know to go over to mymoviethoughts.com, follow me on Twitter at John Hayeck, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for tons more posts from me as well. Links to all three of those being in the description down below. You guys can also like this video, comment on it, share it with some friends. I am John Hayeck, and thank you guys so much for watching.